Good morning, everyone. Hi, my name is Diana, and Rabonida, and I will be presenting Munchbox. Um, Munchbox is your companion for food makers. And here to start, this is our agenda of what we will go through. And for starters, we will present the new social media kit on the block. And after that, we will have our first course, which will be our demo, which Rabaniza will present. Then we will have our second course, which we will talk a little bit about the future of Munchbox and future enhancements. And as a dessert, we will present our team and maybe have some time for Q&A. Shall we? Okay, let's start. So cooking can be very challenging. So let's try to do this a little bit iteratively. So raise your hand if you ever tried a recipe, but that recipe didn't really match reality. Let me see. There you go, everyone. Okay. And how about if you try to follow a recipe and it said 20 minutes, but it actually took 60 minutes? Maybe keep your hands up. Yes, everyone. Okay. So yeah, and especially during these times, I mean, there is always this gap between expectation and reality. And now more than ever, when everyone's cooking from home, we think there's going to be this amazing time, but actually it's super hectic and we have a million things happening at the same time. And when we Google chicken curry, we also see 30 different ways of cooking chicken curry. So I wonder what's the best recipe here and which one should I try? So in the face of that problem, Munchbox solves the problem of you managing your recipes in a single app. All of this while you're connected with your friends, seeing their favorite recipes, and also sharing your recipes with them and your reviews. Um, so Munchbox allows for a full personalization of your food preferences and the control of your recipe data, you can say, independent of any website. Let me show you a little bit of our features. Um, so, and this is a dumpling, and I like dumplings, but I hope everyone else does too. So our first feature is that Munchbox allows you to post and share recipes from an external website easily with a link. That is the main feature. Our second main feature is that Munchbox allows you to discover, save, and review recipes according to your personal preferences. Our third feature is that Munchbox also helps you decide what to cook with the spinner, since that can be a big part of the meal planning process. And our fourth feature is that Munchbox also allows you to connect with friends or make new friends. Maybe you guys want to be a group around dumpling lovers that I will probably be part of. So that is possible with Munchbox. And the fifth and most awaited feature, it has to do with our future releases. So with no further ado, one more thing, sorry. Munchbox, so in sum, Munchbox is the only companion that you will need for all your cooking experiences. So instead of having 4 or 5 apps, you can have only one that is platform independent, and you can have all your recipes that you love there and keep track of which ones have you tried and not, and also connect with your friends. Now, with no further ado, we can go to the demo. Belisa,
Yeah.
stop sharing.
Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa. Thank you, Diana, for the presentation. So, as Diana mentioned, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
So, as Diana said, so let me all take you to the presentation. So, here we have three features. Like I can continue as a guest, or I can log in if I'm already a registered user, or I can register myself for the very first time. So, I will begin with registering. So this register page has like a few about info, like about the munch box, like what it does. And as Diana said, it is platform independent, and it as she said, like it helps you to keep track of the recipes, and to have like uh, a spinner to help you with cooking, and to keep track of your favorite stuffs, and even your friends who have the same choices to have the same recipes. So I can start with registering my new user as myself. For example, I can give name as Rabu, and I can get provide with the new Gmail. Sorry, oh, it's because of the saved. And I can choose a food preference. For me, I can be like a white meat or fish, vegan or vegetarian. So my choice, I will select vegetarian stuff or vegan, for example. And I can have a profile picture and avatar of my own. For example, I can take a dog and register. So I have registered myself successfully. uh, Already I have users who are like already users who are logged in. For example, I have a user by name Zara, and I have a user by name Fiona. So I- either I can go in that page or in their recipes, or I can save their recipes if I like it. If I don't like it, if I want to share of my own, then I can go ahead and posting a new recipe for myself. So for that I have like I have few recipes which I like to save in this platform. For example, I go ahead with this berry cheese cake, and this I have this title for this. I just want it to be organized, and this is the link for the. And I'll select the ingredient. For example, I can go ahead with the vegetarian here, and I will post my recipe. So my recipe is successfully posted. I can go to home page and see that my recipe is posted. But yes, I did not click on the upload page so that the images did not upload it. So if I go to any other's recipe, for example, if I go to Fiona's recipe, so I can share my review on this. If I like this recipe, I can share my review, and I can submit the rating for the particular recipe. So for example, I say looks yum, and save. And if I toggle this button, I can save this recipe to my pages. So here is Fiona's recipe which I have saved, and I can go to my page, which is a about me page, where it gives information about my preference, what I eat, and I have the recipes which I have posted. For example, berry cheese cream cake. And if I go back to again profile page, I can connect with my friends if I like the recipes, and if I like the people with same food preferences. For example, if I go here, I have users who are already logged in and who had their own recipes which they have shared in this platform. So for example, if I want to follow Zara, can say, so if I click follow, Then I will have Zara in my following list. And the last with the most feature, as Diana said, it's like the spinner. Like if you are confused for the day to pick a recipe and cook for yourself, and even if you find it like hard to choose which one to cook and it's which one to decide, so you can spin it and choose a recipes whichever you want to. So it's like a random thing for you, so it will give you with many ideas. So this is 5, and this is a 4, recipe number 4, and it will give you with the details like who has posted it. So this is the spinner stuff. Yes, so this is the platform is all about. I think Diana will take over from here.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Arbanisa. Can you stop sharing, please?
Yeah.
All right. So, what is next for Munchbox? As we said, Munchbox is your companion for food making. And our mission is to keep track of healthy and delicious recipes with vigor, enthusiasm, and liveliness. And our vision is to become the most reliable companion for food makers, making it as simple as possible for everyone to discover and experience cooking. With that in mind, we have thought about a couple of future releases that could improve even more our product. The first one being improving the existing features with focus on social interaction. So perhaps you could create groups and be part of the dumpling fan club that I mentioned before. The second future release is related to messaging system. So you could directly contact a new contact through the platform without having to go to another messaging app. And the third release that we have planned is to expand the gamification element of Munchbox and encourage sustainable eating, which is so much important in these days, like veggie days or vegetarian weeks, and so on. And the fourth and not the best, but very exciting also release is that we can also add a personal data dashboard. So you can keep track of the recipes that you have tried and tested and also your personal preferences. Maybe you will discover some ingredients that you prefer the most or others that you prefer least. So, yeah, there is a bright future ahead and it's very, very exciting for Munchbox and for us. Uh, oh my God, what is this? I don't know. Do you see the glitch? Okay, so yeah, moving forward, of course, none of this would have been possible without an amazing team of developers, and this is us. And if anyone wants to, of my team wants to say anything, please feel free to speak. No,
Diana,
okay,
thank you.
yeah, all the challenges and everything.
Yeah.
Say, yeah.
Yeah, great teamwork, guys. We all had put up a lot of effort to make this project a big success. I thank all of you for giving this opportunity for us.
Yeah, great. And I hope Fiona is feeling better. Okay, that is it for us. This is our last slide. I don't know if there is quick question and answers block, but I guess we're a little bit earlier. So one question.
No, we were not allocating time for Q&A, but just true that we are ahead of the schedule right now, but it might not be true a little bit later. So we appreciate that we are a little bit ahead. And congratulations. Thank you for the presentation in behalf of the jury and everyone. Nice job.
One question.
Yes.
Do you have a name for your group?
I guess Munchboxers.
Hi, good day, everyone. Good morning. It's nice to be at the milestone of SDA, the last point in it. Today, I'm going to be presenting our platform that we've developed on behalf of legal aliens for SDA9. And Nicholas will later take you through a live demonstration of our platform. Our platform is called Landing Page, pun intended, and very aptly so. I'll take you to our team. This is we're a team of 6 new developers. We come from very diverse backgrounds, ethnicities, religious beliefs, nationalities, but we do share some commonality, SDA being one of them, and the other playing into our theme. We are all newcomers to Sweden. It doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, or for whatever reason you relocated. And we do know that settling in a new city or country is difficult. Landing Page is a platform to help you socialize, find the things you miss from home, or just help you discover your new home. Developed by a group of immigrants, us from diverse countries and backgrounds, as I stated, but face the very same issues we hope to solve. We looked at the other social media platforms out there, and we focused on something that would be more natural and organic and wholesome. I'll take you a little bit more into the reasoning why we chose this particular theme, as we did have many good ideas and concepts. But one of the main reasons was that it's very relevant to all of us in the group. And Sweden and Scandinavia in general has had a deficit of skilled labor or workers for a decade or so. And this begs the question as to why, when Scandinavia is seen as one of the best regions in the world to live in and settle in, integration seems to be the key to this problem. Hence, many governments spending millions on integration efforts. We, as immigrants to Sweden, have felt this particular difficulty, and we all know it personally. Our platform aims to solve all the problems that we have experienced. Through the experiences, we know that developing a network is key to integration in Scandinavia, which is difficult due to its socially introverted societies. We have developed a platform that focuses on group development and social activation while emphasizing natural and organic communication. The platform intuitively encourages interaction and activity through its design as a user-generated content platform without being so predatory or Facebook-like. Next up, Nicholas will take you through a live demonstration of our platform itself. Nicholas, I'll stop sharing. You could take it over.
Thanks, Such. Thanks for the introduction. So welcome to our site, Landing Page. I'll take you through the form functionality. We've got this functionality on several other forms, so I'll just go through it once. But basically, if you click Create, it'll show the fields that are required, and it'll highlight the field that hasn't been filled in. We set the username and the email as unique, so it'll check and it shows user already exists. It's also case sensitive, because we didn't want confusion between, Nicholas lowercase and Nicholas uppercase being different users. So that's checking that. The email also has a validator check, so you can see that's an invalid email address. And then the password has a strength checker, which shows us 2 weeks. So if we try and create a user, it jumps back here and says this isn't going to work. We've got user 1 already, user 2, so we'll go to user 3. And let's just go here with the 3. And then again, you can see that it stops us from creating an account. And it'll check the strength. And then strong. We'll just go with the weak password. Great. And we come into our page. Our website is hosted, landing page there. And we did set up basically on our GitHub and our thing here, because it's part of a community. We thought it would be a good idea for the project to be open source, so that people that are landing could add new features or improve the usage of it. We've got some community guidelines. Obviously, I won't take you through all of that, but it's there. And there's a privacy policy because we've got some of your user information. So we've also got that. We've got join a new group, create your own group, but I think first we'll just jump into the user profile. So here's our user, and you can select the avatar for it and upload it. I think this was just caching from previously. And then it's got some stats there, groups created, groups joins, post, comments. As we start filling in some information, we'll see this updating, and you'll also see your groups created updating as well. And then you can edit and delete your profile if you no longer want to be part of the platform. For now, let's go to create our own group. And we'll go, another feature here as well, that we wanted the group names to be unique. So we just check as well, if the group name exists, it won't allow you to create it. And it comes up there with the error. So we're going to go with Sunrise Yoga. And we can just say, hi there, the group rules is optional, but we'll just put it hi there. And we can select a topic, and I'll show you why we have the topics now when we go to select a group. So we'll say health and entertainment, and we can load a photo. We'll create the group, and then it pushes us to the group page, and we can see there we've got 3 tabs. You can see about the group where I filled in the information, the discussions where we would write our posts, and then members when people join or leave the group. We can also edit the group here. So we can say hi there, it's edited. And we can adjust the topic as well. Let's say sport. And when we update the group, when we go to the about, you'll see now that it's updated sport and STEM and health. Hi there, this is edited. So we'll come in here and need to make a post. Tomorrow, and I made a typo. So we can just come in here and we can edit this as well. Doesn't even pick it up, but we'll say that. And you'll see there you've got a like and dislike on the post, and you can toggle it, and it toggles if you've selected. So if you've disliked it and you like it, it'll toggle, or you can toggle it on and off. And we've got a comment here as well. I want to, and again, the comment is also editable, and it will update as well. Here we go. And again, you've also got a like and dislike button to toggle. And we can then, if we can delete that, and I'll leave this post here for now because I want to show it in the feeds, but we can come back and delete it later. Now, if we go to our profile, you'll see here, it shows the group we created, the Sunrise Yoga. And then also the groups created and post. So now next up, let's go and join a group. So once we've made a group, you'll see there, we now switch to like a group feed. So because now the user is now part of the platform, they don't need to see the welcome page anymore. So once we join some groups, this will then fill with basically a group feed. So this is where we set up the topics, where we can then filter and select, by your interests. So, I'm a family man myself, so we can go to the family, and we've got the various groups here. Meet and chat family corner. We can go to education. I need to learn my Swedish. Min svenska är inte bra, so we can practice a bit of that. Health, and you'll see here, even though I tagged the Sunrise Yoga under health, you can see the little tags there. It doesn't show in the feed, and that's because it's your own group created, so you're not going to join your own group. We've got the running group, and then we'll just do one more where we can search. We've got an SDA9 group as well. So now that we've joined some groups, when we come back to the feed, you'll see here, we've now got a feed, and it looks like the most active group in our community at this stage is the meme group. And then what Sujin was talking about with organic conversation. So here's a conversation that would happen as we envision it in the platform. It's more of like a discussion between people, between members. So not a conversation between family members. I'm planning to run this route. Who's interested in joining me? You know, I'm in, how many kilometers is that? And then, you know, it's hot once a year, I'll also be joining. And you can actually comment in this thread as well. You know, I'll join, and it'll update you, and then you can just close. So the functionality is in the thread as well, and you can like the memes. And then it gives us our theme, and then you can monitor your own posts, the one that I left here, in your post section on the side. You can also, let's say you're no longer interested in a particular group, you can unfollow it, and then it'll update on your section. And then, yeah, the other thing obviously is the group feed only contains the group posts. So it's a collection of group posts. You won't see your own posts here. You always see your own posts over there. So yeah, I think just to end off, let's just do, good luck for the rest of the teams. And we can add a photo to that. And now I will hand it back over to Sujay. Thank you.
Thank you for that great demonstration, Nicholas. Another point that we'd like to go through is some future features. You guys can see my screen, right? Please say yes. Given enough time and resources, there are definitely elements to the platform that we would like to add. We would definitely implement more interactivity between users. At the moment, we have very limited, or actually, there is no direct messaging, so we would implement that. Location services as well. So seeing as it's a very group or location-based platform, it would be very relevant to have location-based services in the platform. Also, once you create a group at the moment, you cannot change ownership or add admins or moderators, and that is a feature that we would definitely like to add. Create events is also something that is also very attractive for this type of platform. And in the future, given the time, we would definitely implement a more the event functionality where people could create events and invite other users and publicize it a bit more. And then users should be able to share and save posts that they want to. And then comments with pictures. At the moment, you can only comment with text, but we would like it for it to be comment with pictures. And also, we would like the users to be able to upload multiple photos at the same time. In my closing, I'd like to say thank you to my team, firstly, to all the TAs, to my fellow colleagues. It's been a great SDA, and now we'll open the floor for anybody to address questions to our team. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We have 1 extra minute, so if there is one question, it can go ahead. We are right ahead of the schedule, so.
Yeah. No takers on any questions. If not, I can add to that.
I would like to ask a question, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My question would be, I mean, by the way, great job, great job. My question would be on the images. Are you uploading the images on your on a local directory, or how does it work?
No, I think the best person to answer this question is Musa, but we're using cloud infrastructure for that. Musa, you want to take this question, please?
Yeah, exactly. We're connecting with the cloud, and the cloud gives us a link that being saved on the backend.
Okay, thank you.
And don't forget that team will also use this cloud system. So congratulations for both teams, as I saw it in the chat. Okay.
Thank you.
I would like to have one question because we still have a little bit of time. Sorry for taking authority in that. So maybe I just got lost for a second, but how makes, so I remember that the team is legal aliens and about immigrants, but when it was the groups, it was, so currently it is only represented by the teams which are given to the group, but there is no filter like, or a category that's, for instance, South African people or specific group or something like that. Is it going to be implemented later, or?
Yeah, I think we would like to add a lot more topics. I think ideally we would like people to generate their own topics, but we haven't really had the time or the resources to discuss the implementation of that practically in terms of the system. But we would definitely like to expand on the topics and the areas people can choose to focus on.
Our concern was, you don't want to fill like a topics list with, thousands of topics that users generate. So we're going to go with the hard-coded ones and, use the group with the search functionality to, for people to find what they're looking for. I think what really like the critical feature that we need to implement for our platform to work nicely is the location-based. So posts and groups and all of that sort of thing need to be location-based because it's not relevant to you if it's coming from wherever. So that would be, if we had more time, the very first thing I would implement is when you log in or you create your profile, you would set a location that would be editable. And you would then only get shown groups and posts that are relevant to your region. So that would be the biggest feature that we would need to do. And we discussed it in depth at the start. The challenge with implementing that feature is basically determining the region for the location basis, because you need to basically use like a geomap coordinate setting, because you need like the Stockholm to be Stockholm for everyone. It can't be like a lowercase s and an uppercase s, then your filtering doesn't work. So we thought, no, we'd rather get the functionality going first and then look at scalability, because that becomes a scalability problem as you roll it out region to region.
Okay, thank you so much.
Just one second. Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Sarah, and I'm going to introduce our group project. And this is our team. And this is our team, the Power Ranger: Clement, me, Sangeeta, Nouri, Dakuri, and Ayat. And now, to start in, I'm going to show you 3 pictures, and you are going to say simply yes or no if you feel that this picture is in style or no. Can we do it? Okay, let's go. The first one, could you write in the chat? Great, thank you, Nicholas. Yes, and the second one. Okay. Thank you for your opinion. Anyone have another? Okay, thank you, Diana. And the last one. Okay. Thank you, guys. And thank you, guys. And now, imagine how fun it would be if you have an app that you can add your style and get opinion from your friends and family. And also, you may be a winner. So your style and image will be visible for our user, and they can follow you. And also, you may be the stylist and help the other to be in style and trendy by voting for them and give comment for their style. And that's exactly what our app do. Let's think about it in different way. We all know the red carpet, when the celebrities and famous people walk on it and the paparazzi take picture for them. By uploading picture in our app, it gives you the feeling that you are walking on the red carpet, and you will get opinion. Wow, you have a great style, or no, you are not lucky at that day. So in our app, in style, the red carpet is accessible for all, not only for the celebrities. And also it gives you the feeling that you are walking on the red carpet. And also every day for you is a special day. You can just take a picture for yourself and share it with others and get opinion about it. And also in our app, we can make this special event like Oscar, Emma, and these special events remotely, especially during this coronavirus. So we don't need to make it in live. And so simply, let's say it simply. InStyle is a social media platform created for real fashion lover. They can share their experience and compete with others. It's available in mobile, computer, and iPad. Okay, in order to explain the use case of our app, I want to tell you the story of Emma and Jack. And this is Emma. She is a fashionista, and she loves sharing her tips and outfit with others, and she thinks that she is best. And also here is Jack, and he is a stylist. He helps celebrities to choose their outfit, and she also feels that he is best. And now, how would we know who has the best style? For sure, our app has the answer. But how? Okay, Emma and Jack, you will go to our website and create account. And now you will go to your account and upload your stylish picture. And then you will let the InStyler decide who is the best. By voting in your picture. And while you are waiting for the result, why not to discover the other people, what submitted, and see the other style. And now, after a few hours, oh look, we have a winner, and congratulations, Emma, you are the icon of the day. And also you can follow her, so we have ability for all users to follow her and increase her followers. And now Clement will he will explain the demo for our app. Hi, Clement.
Yes, I'm here. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, the one with the app, right?
No, not this one.
No.
Now it's good.
Yeah, you see it? Okay. So I will carry on with the scenario that Sarah explained to you. And let's create an account for Jack. So let's just register a username. Let's say Jack Malone. Mail and some password. And create an account. So actually we see that the current king is Emma. So let's just explain why this is the first page. This is the first page because what we have to offer in our app is we want that people compete, and the best way to compete is to directly show who's the winner. So the winner of the day is decided on the day before. So you can see here a count that will say that the next winner will be decided in 14 hours. So it's a it will start every day. You have a new winner based on the day before. So if we're Wednesday, it's the winner of Tuesday. And on the voting, we will see later, you can vote of the picture of today. But let's fill Jack account a little bit. So if you go here on my profile, yeah, you will see that Jack has not a lot of picture. So let's, for example, choose an avatar. Let's link the Instagram Jack. Yeah, and let's upload an avatar for Jack. Yes. Here we go. And let's add a picture. That one. Okay. So there is a little bit more about Jack now. Jack will have this picture voted by other user during today. Let's imagine that Jack wants to add another picture. You see that something is happening here. It doesn't allow it. Why? It's because, to stick with the concept, we'd like to ensure that we have enough vote for every picture. So we not want that people bomb off picture, and we want to make sure that every time they want to upload a new picture, they will vote too, so they participate to the community. And so Jack, I think you will have to vote a little bit. So welcome to the vote section. Let me explain quickly the logic. Here you will receive the picture that Jack has not yet voted and that has been posted today. So our app is constantly evolving. Yeah, and that makes sure that he's not voting twice. So let's do a couple of round of vote. Yes, I like that picture. Sangeeta, amazing. Sarah, in style. I'm reading being no, I don't like that guy. No, that one, no, I don't like him. Yeah, that rocks. Yes, of course. Okay, there is a lot of ayat for some. Yes, Nouri. Right. Okay, it should be good. So let's come back to my profile. Let's see if I vote enough. Yeah, now I'm able to upload a new picture. Let's choose that one. Okay, and now you see I have two pictures. And this section is your overall score, meaning it's the accumulation of the like and dislike you get. And here it's for every picture. I can, for example, delete a picture. Yes. Okay. So here you have seen like the basic case scenario. But it's cool to have an opinion and give your opinion, but it's also super nice to discover a new style, to get inspired, I think. So this is time to show you that part of our app, which is the discover part. So here you will have access to all people. You have one card by people who submit a picture. It's randomized. So if you reload the page, you will receive other data. And in that section, you also have the opportunity to vote, for example. There's no. But it makes sure that you vote only one. You can comment. And so you can see the comment is here. Yeah. Also to be noted that you will have also an indication of who is actually the previous day winner, which is Emma actually. Let's go, for example, to a profile to see a bit more. Let me choose my favorite. Yeah, that guy is cool, right? Yeah. So here you can see the overall score, the like, dislike, and you can actually link to the Instagram here. And we have also implemented functionality to support Swedish. It could be scalable later, but yeah, for now it's Swedish. And last but not least, as Sarah says, so you have also log out, like it's a classic footer. You will also have the possibility to use the app on mobile. So I'm gonna just show it to you how it looks like on mobile. And sorry for that stuff, but here you can see that it's arranged differently. If you're on mobile, you can have access to the stuff, and I can show you the different page. So our king today, which is the queen actually. So it's the number of votes here. I'll just show you how it looks like for having an ID. And yes. So thank you for you to watch this presentation. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed to produce that, because it was a lot of fun. And then I will let you, Sarah, continue and show the further development.
Okay, thank you, Clement. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. And now our future development is to implement a tutorial page on how to be in style. So every InStyler in our app will have his tutorial how to be in style and be trendy. And also implement the chat for having user bounds so they can chat and have discuss about style and fashion. And now it's time for Q&As. If anyone have any questions. Don't we have? And okay, and now we are we should thank you, and that was really great. And thank you guys. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Thank you so much for the presentation. And by the way, this was the presentation which took the 15 minutes. The previous one just take 14 minutes. So perfect. Okay, we are right ahead of the schedule. According to the schedule, the next session would start at 10:20. I think it's a little bit late and we don't need to start that late. But then we are still able to take a little bit longer break. So I would say that all of us should come back by 10:15, and then at 10:15, team 4 can start. And during that time, have a little rest, and also feel free to ask questions to the first 3 teams, because we saw 3 pretty good presentations, and thank you for it. And now we have some time to chit chat about it, so feel free, but otherwise take a little rest, and see you all at 10:15 and group 4.
Hey, Johan.
Hey.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, nice seeing you all too.
Are you in Lund?
Yes, I am actually.
Nice.
Yeah, this is so exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is some really exciting and interesting concepts, man.
Yeah. I think you do have a point though, what you said in the chat there.
But you know, this would definitely be one of like a TikTok kind of craze app, you know, no doubt about it. It would be a hit, I think.
Yeah.
But definitely fucked up for society.
I mean, you gotta weigh it there, you know.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. You can't have it all good. I'm gonna take a toilet break. See you soon, though.
See you soon.
Cheers.
So good morning, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. We're Team 4, and we would like to introduce our social media network, which is called New Hive. New Hive is a full stack application. Therefore, we had sub-teams of backend and frontend. Nirali, Himani, and Ahmed worked on the backend implementation, while Olga, Marcela, and myself were in charge of the frontend part. And of course, the whole team was involved in the product's idea and vision. Moving on to our agenda, we will start with the brand. What is actually New Hive and what are the benefits? Then you're going to hear about the social impact of our product, followed by the target audience. After that, my teammate Marcela will take over and present our demo. In the end, you will hear about our ideas, what other features are coming up. And before we start, I just want to mention some technologies that been used to develop this application. So for the design, we used Figma. For the front end, we used React and CSS. The backend included Spring and PostgreSQL. And for the deployment, we used Heroku. So New Hive is not only a social media network, but it's also a community for immigrant women and non-binary people. Through our community, the members will be able to learn new perspectives, build their personal and professional networks, gain valuable advice, and get support from other members. Moreover, on our website, the members will find resources selected by experts. These resources will help to understand better the Swedish culture and how the society works. And other important areas all in one place, which would be very handy for newcomers. New Hive provides a space for socializing in groups, as well as one-on-one, which is through mentorship feature. The purpose of mentoring is to create an opportunity for our members to develop communication skills, expand their viewpoints, and consider new ways of approaching situations. Mentorship could benefit both mentees and mentors. Mentors can develop leadership skills, while mentees can expand their knowledge and get good advice. Both sides can advance in their careers. And let's say if a mentee is a newbie, then the mentorship could contribute in entering the Swedish labor market. Our mentorship feature is mainly focused on career and education. Our product is aimed at reducing inequalities by tackling gender discrimination through the empowerment of women and non-binary persons. We recognize that this is a matter of global and regional importance, and as evidenced by the various policy initiatives worldwide that try to address this issue. For example, SDG 5, to which several countries, including Sweden, pledged to work towards the achievement of gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls by 2030. So in Sweden, gender equality is a strong value shared by many people in society. However, immigrant women remain in a challenging position due to the circumstances that are unique to their backgrounds, economic and societal situation, which puts them in a different situation from other groups. So as it was already mentioned, our persona is an immigrant woman or an immigrant non-binary person who is based in Sweden and is either new or already established in Sweden. The pain points of our persona are: it is hard to find a friendly community where you can easily ask for an advice. Unfortunately, other social media networks have a broad audience. It is hard to meet people when you're new in the country. And as a result, our persona doesn't have a big social circle, neither a professional network. And another problem is that all resources on how Swedish society and system work are spread on different websites, which requires a lot of research. And the main conclusion is that there is no social network with mentorship offer for female and non-binary people, non-binary newcomers in Sweden. But we have a solution, and that is New Hive. I will let Marcella to present our demo, please.
Welcome all to New Hive. I'm just adjusting so I cannot see you right now. As Natalia said, I'm Marcella, and this is our landing page through our application called New Hive. As the user, the first thing you're going to see is our main goal, which is to connect women to their new empowering networks. So you can meet, chat, and learn from other women that also immigrated to Sweden. So here's a little banner with our basic features. And if the user hasn't got an account, they can sign up. So we have a minimum of 8 characters for the password. Oh, and apparently couldn't register my credentials. We have a message for error when that happens. And when we log in, we land on my profile page to make sure that the user knows that they can fill out their information if they want to, but they can also post without that to maintain privacy. So I'm just adding profile information, and I'm putting that my person, Caroline here, wants to help others with IT, in the IT area. So my profile is created, and this is a private page that only the own user can look at. And we can come to the feed and look at all the posts from the members, asking their questions, and you can expand and read the actual post and comments that were made. And there are several different people here. So what I can do is if I'm interested, for example, on work or education even, I can filter and only see education posts. So I can filter by subject, topic, or I can also filter by connection. So right now I have a new profile. So first let's go to a user profile. This is Maria. And I'm not connected with anyone since I made a new profile. So now we are connected, it shows here. So if I go back to the feed and I add also this Marta person who has advice on student discounts. That's familiar. And if I filter her posts and display only connections, I will only see the posts of my friends, Maria and Marta. So, and I can make my own post here. And I can choose a topic for my post. That's a mandatory thing, so that's the filters work. Let's put others. So I made my post here. Empowered women, empower women. And as Natalia mentioned, one of our main focuses is how women form connections. We're not very into likes and popularity. We're more into close connection. So if I need help with a with career change or with how something works in Sweden or in my own career, how to progress, I can filter healthcare and I get only the mentors that mentor in healthcare, for example. And the mentorship page will also lead me to their profile page, and I can connect with them and I can email them because on the mentorship card there was contact information. And we also made for the users a resource of organizations page, which can help them also get newcomers get acquainted with how with organizations that can help them with integration, filter by topic as well. So if I need help with shelter, if domestic violence victims can also get information here. And we also have our guidelines, so people know not to be, not have prejudices, and to be welcoming to all women and non-binary people that join our account, our social media. And here we have also an about page that talks in more detail all about what Natalia said, with the story, purpose, and what is mentoring, and basically we also are mobile friendly. So we have our little page adapt. And I can also send a contact information, and I can also select if I have a question, a suggestion, or feedback about the application if something doesn't work. And I'm pretty sure I covered everything. Please
maybe frequently asked questions page.
Oh, very sorry. Of course. That's why I asked, because I knew I would forget something. These are frequently asked questions about Sweden. So newcomers can come here and find resources about how to adapt to the Swedish society, and tips and life hacks about living in the darkness, cost of living in Sweden, most commonly asked questions, like how to buy a house. So now I would like to talk to you about future features. Oh yeah,
I can share the slides.
So I just forgot to say that I can, edit my post, delete my post, so on.
And edit the profile.
Yeah.
Right?
all the things. And as you have noticed, Natalia is going to share our future features for me to talk about. We are currently working on a new release, which is going to include image upload. So you saw that we have randomly generated images for the profiles. So that is on the top of mind next feature that we are developing. Also, the messaging, the chat, so the mentors can DM the mentees and so on, so they can connect. The keyword search and user search. So we are implementing a navbar search bar that you are able to look for users to connect with by name, in case you already know someone who's in our network, and also to search posts by keyword. And it's in our plans as well to add posts and videos to our photos and videos to our posts, and to add a list of connections to my private profile page. And also it's not here, an events feature.
Oh yeah, it is actually like in revenue streams ideas.
Go on then.
Yeah, about events. Yeah, sorry. We thought like it is worth mentioning that we have a couple of revenue stream suggestions, such as organizing paid events for our members, and creating a separate page for businesses that would use the affiliate links. So these suggestions match with the importance of keeping our application free for users. We want each immigrant woman and non-binary person to have access to the network, mentorship, and resources for free. So do you want to add something more, Marcela, or are we done? Yes. Yeah. So thank you all for your attention.
And thank you, team.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Johan, our mentor, and we're open for questions.
Well, as not your mentor, I could also say that it was a good presentation. So thank you, team, for this lovely team and lovely presentation. And for just adding one comment for the features, it's pretty good to see that we just defined that, okay, you should go with social media. We didn't define actual functionalities, and it's pretty nice that in every group we have some different features which they focused on more likely and some which are not, and this is perfectly fine. And this makes this whole day pretty unique because all of you are delivering a pretty unique team and pretty unique features as well. Okay, there are some returning elements, of course, but otherwise it's mostly unique. Okay, thank you so much, and congratulations so far. And sorry if I still have background noise. I'm not able to do anything with it currently.
Hey everyone, I'm Enchi from Team Cuddly Tech, and on behalf of my team, I'm delighted to present to you our product today. So I'll just get started talking a bit about why we're here, which is our core belief. We believe that pets aren't just animals. Pets are family. So how do we support this belief? We help to spread the joy that pets bring to our lives and facilitate trusted connections to improve pet care. What is it that we do? We're building a social media app that allows pet fans to share experiences, expertise, and grow relationships. So it's no secret that pets are loved, but what makes it the right time now to focus on this? As you can see from these headlines, pet ownership has increased during the pandemic, not only in Sweden, but in other countries, for example, the United Kingdom and United States. Some people are just looking for more companionship. Others are looking to lead a more active lifestyle that a pet can bring. And many are just making use of being at home more to be able to get finally introduce a pet to the family that they've always wanted. So along with this increase in pet ownership, we're seeing that many of the owners are pet parents for the first time. So they'll be looking for advice on how best to care for their pets. And of course, with so many differences in the routine of today, looking ahead, there'll be challenges when the world shifts with the pandemic. And of course, there are many different sites where you can already look for pet content. You can find images and videos on Instagram. You can look for blog posts for information about pet knowledge. And there are many online sites that offer pet services. So let's talk a bit about our solution, Cuddly from Cuddly Tech. Who are we targeting? First of all, we're targeting pet parents. So these are people who own a pet themselves, and they're looking to document every aspect of their pets' lives and also get advice about caring for their pets. We're also targeting pet caretakers. So these are people who make a living from looking after other people's pets. It could be a dog walker or pet sitters. And they want to share updates about the pets in their care and also build a good reputation for future clients. Similarly, we're targeting pet service providers. So these could be small businesses or other companies that offer any kind of product or services for pets. And they're looking to share their expertise and build a good reputation in their field. And also we're targeting pet fans. So they may not have a pet themselves, but they love interacting with pet content, and they're looking for inspiration and for maybe advice for getting a pet themselves. So how does Cuddly work? First off, you create an account and you can start sharing. You can post images and videos and personalize your profile. And of course, the important thing is to interact. So you can comment on other people's posts, like them, and also search for people's profiles and enter into private chats as well. Now let's look a bit at the technology in our full stack web application. On the front end, we're using React, which is a leading library for building user interfaces with JavaScript. And being one of the most popular libraries, it means that there's many ready-made components that we can make use of as our product expands. And in today's prototype, you'll see that we're using React Player for videos and React Moments for user-friendly timestamps. We're also using Recoil library for managing global state in React. And on our backend, we've coded it in Java using several projects from the Spring framework. For example, Spring Security for authentication and Spring Web Services. And to make sure that our data can live beyond each session, we're using PostgreSQL, which is an open source relational database. And we also use a tool called Hibernate, which allows us to run our SQL code and interact with our database. So now that you've had a little introduction from me, I'll pass on to my colleague Yash to give you a demo.
Thanks, Angie. I'm going to start sharing my screen. I'm going to set it up. So for the demo setup, you are able to see both the mobile view on the left side and right. And for that, let's get started. So I'm going to register as Edda. That's one of our demo accounts. And Edda is a dog. And I'm going to choose the account type to be a pet for now, because what it represents is that it is a human behind the owning of the account, but they want to post content from the viewpoint of a pet. So we choose a pet and we're going to create an account. So Edda is here and it looks pretty empty. So she's going to put on, is anybody here? And she wants to put up an image of herself. So we're going to choose a picture of Edda and post it. And it's right here. And she's going to like it. And she's going to say that she wants to wait here in the comments like a good girl and comment that. And she can also like her own comment. And on the mobile, I'm going to register another account. It's Busan. It's another demo account, but it's based on an actual pet. And so it will also be an account type of pet. So we create the account, and Busan is able to see the post that Edda made and is a bit curious before liking anything about Edda. She wants to search who this Edda account is. She can use the search function and choose Edda or type in Edda, search for it, which will bring up the profile of Edda. And she sees that profile is pretty empty, no profile picture, just placeholder text, but she can see the post that Edda made. So she's gonna put up a bit of tip that she should go update her profile because it's looking pretty empty for now. In the meantime, Edda is looking at this and she wants to look around and maybe she chooses to go to the profile page. And in here, she can see that there's lots of options to edit, and she can also see her posts. She can also see her liked post, and she sees there's a new comment from Busan that says the profile is empty and that she should update it. So she decides to do that. She can choose an image for her profile and upload it. And that brings up a picture. And she can edit her profile. You can edit the name, the account type. For now, we're just going to add a little text about her, that she's a Spaniel from north of Sweden. And with the update, you can see the profile content is updated. And Edda is really thankful for this tip. So what she can do is, instead of commenting, she wants to open up a private chat with Busan. Is clicking on the name of the account on the comments or posts. So she can click here and that opens up a private chat only between Edda and Busan, and the placeholder text says that this is indeed going to Busan. She's just gonna say hi, thanks for the tip. And then she goes back to posts and she wants to make more posts, and she thinks of a video post where she likes playing in front of the mirror. So she's gonna pick a video, and that's in our demo resources. There's a small video of a dog playing in front of the mirror. This video doesn't have audio yet, but we'll get to one in a bit. But Edda sees that this is a mistake. This dog looks pretty young compared to the one in the profile. So she can edit her post by clicking on the edit icon, and she can say that she liked playing in front of the mirror when she was young. She can update the post, and that will the text, but the video remains there. And on Busan's side, we go back to the post page and sees that there's a new one, and it's a nice video. It's cute and cuddly, I guess. And she likes it. And she's excited to share something that she has similarities with, I guess. And Busan likes playing with shoelaces, so she's gonna say, I like playing with laces. She's gonna comment on that. And this is a video that does have audio in it, but the cat is really quiet and you only hear me, I guess.
Oh, it got stuck.
Did
you get stuck?
Yeah, it got stuck. Yeah, and now let's see. Edda on her goes back to her profile page, and she's a bit weirded out that she liked her own posts, and they show up as her liked posts, but like who likes their own posts or something? Maybe, and she can dislike them and dislike her content well, and she can go back to her posts and see all the content that's available on Cuddly. And Busan wants to write some notes for himself or herself, and that will not be visible to others, I guess. And the way to do that is just to click on their own name again, and this opens up a chat, and this chat will be visible just to Busan because it's not being shared with anybody else. And maybe it's some notes, maybe it's something to do, anything that it can be. Now, this chat, Busan can look it up by clicking on the chat icon and sees that this chat that was sent just to Busan herself, and she can also see the one that Edda sent. And Edda will also be able to see the chat that she had with Busan where she thanked her for the tip. But she'll not be able to see the ones that are just for Busan because that would be weird. So I'm gonna log out here from the account of Busan. Let's go back to posts here. And I'm gonna register a new user. And the user is Malin. And Malin is a new pet parent. And so that will be posting from the viewpoint of human. And she's gonna create an account. And she's a little worried that she has a new pet and that she's not ready for transitioning when the pandemic is over, and she wants to know a little bit about how to adjust for it and is looking for advice. So she can post it, and let's just go to profile. Oh, I meant go to post, and she can see that Malin has a post, and she can like it, and maybe Edda has some more comments on how to help it. And if we were to go to Malin's chats, they would be completely empty because she hasn't chatted with anybody else. That's for the demo. And I'll hand it back to Enchi.
Thanks, Yash. So what you've seen is our minimal viable product today, but we've got ideas for expanding it for the future. First off, we're close to implementing a buddies feature. So this will allow you to follow a different user and join their pack to get updates on their activities. We also want to expand the functionality for service provider and caretaker accounts, for example, to allow reviews and ratings so the other users can increase their trust in their services and reputation. And also we have an idea for a community park, which is an application-wide space for community interactions, which could be fun competitions or the likes. That's all from me today. And on behalf of Desio, Pei, Yanko, and Yash, we want to thank you for your attention and congratulate all the teams as well.
thank you so much, Team 5, for this lovely presentation as well. As I saw the reactions, everybody was really loving these pets. So it seems like that you gained a lot of followers during this demo presentation as well. Congratulations for it. Okay, finally the party is ending on my side. That's good to hear as well. Okay. And after we met with all these lovely pets, I think it is time, if we don't have any extra questions, it is time for Team 6, at last but not least, to show their presentation as well. Good luck. The stage is yours.
So I'm going to present the project that was made by the Dev Squad, our team, and my name is Lyubov Novozhilova. We're on what we have on the agenda today is we'll talk about our product vision, then a little bit about the problem, what target market we are targeting, and where we see the gap, and the solution. Thus is our product, what we are offering. Our product is a social media platform designed specifically for hikers in Sweden. And to keep it short, we came up with a product vision like this, that we connect people who love hiking and nature by letting them share their hiking experiences, follow like-minded people, and also create and join hiking events. What problem have we seen that we wanted to tackle with our new platform? We asked ourselves, why do more and more people choose outdoor activities, especially in the recent years? And we have seen that people love going on adventures together, but at the same time, they want to feel safe when they meet each other, and even when they do outdoor activities. We all know that people still want to travel and meet, even in these times. And there are special preconditions that affected that. And we have seen that the interest in staying outdoors and in hiking has dramatically increased. You have all probably heard about rising sales of bicycles and camping equipment. And the same goes about the hiking. We've seen that it's hard to make friends when people work or study remotely. It feels unsafe to meet in closed spaces. And the hiking within Sweden can be a great alternative to restricted traveling that we have now. And of course, it's been even before the pandemic like this, that there are thousands of nature enthusiasts that always in search for new adventures. Thus, our target market is people of all ages who love nature and want to meet others safely. Our solution is the social media platform for hikers, and the key features that we introduced is the easiness of connection, because the hiking buddy place is a place where you can talk about your hiking experiences using the post function. You can post images, share images, comment on them, like them, also share it on cross platforms, like sharing in Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter. And even you can follow others. We also keep a special focus on building a hiking community on our platform, so that the users can make friends with like-minded people. They can go hiking together. And it is made possible by the features like creating and joining events. And also before creating or joining events, people can comment or even chat in special chat rooms about them, and share map links about the places they want to visit. It is also true to say that no hike fits all, and we understand that. That's why we tried to tailor the content the platform for a different type of hikers, even if it's a hiking beginner or a professional hiker, because you can always get a tip about
a long hike or a short hike, or a specific location that you're interested in. And if you, for example, want to avoid big groups of people, you can always see how many people are joining the event and choose the ones that have just a few people. The same goes for location and the distance that people are thinking to cover and the time it will take. And of course, if you haven't found a great event to join, you can always create your own. A few words about how we organize our work. We brainstormed a lot about the design of a product and came up with a product prototype made in Sketch. We created a product backlog according to the identified user requirements and wrote user stories. We made the GitHub projects for each sprint that were organized by issues and milestones, and it really organized our work as a group. And we especially focused on communication between each other. So we both follow the documentation and talk to each other daily on Slack and Zoom. That's a few snapshots of what tech stack we used. Especially I wanted to mention the tiny emojis from TinyMCE, the Cloudinary for saving images in the cloud, the React Share, and the backend technologies like Spring Boot and PostgreSQL that help us save the user's data even if they log out and then log in again. We really try to focus on details as well, even if they will be not visible for the user once there are a lot of posts and events and content on the website. So for example, at first when there were no content, a person could see the empty state pictures like that. This is our team. And the most exciting part is coming, demo time. You can also scan this code and go to our website right now from your mobiles. I'll wait just a few seconds. And I pass the torch to Yazan, who will show the demo.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. So I will stop sharing. Yes.
So, hey everyone. At the very start, let me just say that we both have something in common. You don't know what I'm going to say, and neither do I. So I will start with the homepage. We try to give our community the best experience possible to attract all users to like this page and become active users. And that starts with the design. So we went with a modern hipster design for the homepage, giving the header a video for a really cool looking hikers group walking through nature. And then after that, we gave the user a little bit of information about what are the expectations from signing up with the website and how it connects hikers with each other. And then we listed some interesting articles about hiking in Sweden that the user can view. We will see one of them. And then we also listed Sweden's top hiking trails. And last but not least, we have reviews from our best active users. Eduardo saying this is the best place to find adventure buddies. And Karoli saying if you love outdoors and enjoy nature, don't hesitate to join Hiking Buddy. So for the login sign up, we went with separate pages for each login and sign up. So if you go to login, You can see a separate page, and if you are a new user, you can sign up. So let's sign up as new users. We'll call it SDA. And let's join. After signing up, you will be directed to the feed page. And let's scroll and see the feed page before explaining it. So let's stop at this post. You can like this post. You can write a comment. And you can insert an emoji. And let's add this comment. You can also share it on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. So I will share it on WhatsApp. And let's do that.
Sorry, we cannot see. Yazan, sorry, you had to change.
Oh, okay. I have to share my screen then.
Maybe share the whole screen.
Yeah, I will share my screen then. So I will share it now on WhatsApp. Let's send this. And they will have it on their WhatsApp. And now let's create a post. Let's say that we are in Stockholm, for example. This is the distance for the trail. Say it's 23 kilometers. And let's say I will put a picture for me and the boys. And let's upload an image. And let's post it. So after that, we can go to the some interesting profile, so we can stalk them. Let's see, this is Louise. She's a school teacher who likes nature. She looks nice. Then let's follow her also. We can see also her posts and her followers list. Now we started following. And also this page is, this website is responsive. So let's make it in a form. And let's see how it looks. Now let's go to the events page. On the events page, you can see events, and also you can join, also share on WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, add comment, and also see the details for this exact event. So we see that this event is on Kong's Trail. Difficulty is medium, and the starting date. And we can also press on this picture or on the trail to see Google Maps. Now let's try creating our own event. Let's say it's on Stockholm Forest, for example. The difficulty is moderate. The date is next week, and the duration will be for 2 days. Distance will be around 23 kilometers. meeting point, we will meet at Central Station, Stockholm. And here we can put a location for the meeting. So we can go also to Google Maps. Right, Central Station, Stockholm. Okay, Station Stockholm. Let's share it on our website. And here also we can have our own chat group for this specific event. We would call it hiking. And about the event, it's an easy to moderate trail. And let's create our own event. So this is the event. You can also go to the profile for the one who did the event.
You have 1 minute to summarize your presentation.
Yeah, okay. We still have the last thing, the chat. I will go here, I will press my name, and I will go to hiking and join. And maybe Yadish will join me as well. And we can see that we are both online, and I can see that Yadish has joined. I can tell him that. Oh, let's get in. Me. And he can leave the chat. And I will see that Yadish has left the chat. Then I will go to the logout page. And that's basically our website. I will also, last but not least, I will talk about our future developments. We wanted to do a JSON file for the Swedish trails, where the exact coordinates for each specific Swedish trail, and we will do our own map with Lyft React. And we also touched that, but we didn't manage to get through it because of the time lag. We also did a Google Authorize with Auth0, and also we didn't finish that because of the time. And we are also, after the SDA, we are going to do all of these direct messaging, weather widgets, Swedish version, and all of these stuff. And okay, so here is questions and answer.
Okay, thank you so much, Team 6, for this wonderful presentation and all of the groups. Just one quick comment that we have time, so it's fine. But normally, if we would be strict on the schedule, I would have cut it 1 minute earlier because it's 17 minutes. So next time, pay more attention to the time frames we have. But otherwise, it is an excellent job. And thank you all for the presentation time. Let me see, let me check the agenda. I got lost a little bit with so many contents here. Okay, so we are 10 minutes ahead of the agenda, which is pretty good, but actually only good for the jury because it's time for us to go and evaluate your projects, and it will be a difficult one because all of them are amazing. So it's pretty difficult job to distribute awards between these groups. I mean, I could just say briefly that I honestly believe that all of you did an amazing job and you should be very, very proud of yourself. But more of these feedbacks will come later as well.
Why did the jury decide on Team Power Rangers for the Best UI Design Award? Well, basically the UI is from the design very, very good because it focuses on exactly the features that are needed, and those are realized really well. Okay. So it works extremely well for the particular application, right? And so the jury was convinced that this is, yeah, the best UI design actually, okay, for this app. So big congratulations, very well done. Yeah, then the next award, okay, is the award for best collaborative development, okay? that award is very close to my heart, because it's well, this is Software Development Academy, so it's actually about how to develop software in the best possible way. And so obviously software is developed in a collaborative way using GitHub and so on, different tools, but also pull requests and branches and all these concepts that you learned to use. And so we actually looked at your GitHub repos, right? We really dug in and looked at, okay, how are you working with pull requests, issues, and so on. And some project used the project features with milestones, etc. And we had a couple of top teams, okay, in terms of how many pull requests they successfully merged and so on. But there was one group which, clearly was in the top 2 or 3, but they in addition also actually included a community in the development, right? So that's the idea, to include, have an open source development model where the community can sort of participate. And this is the reason at the end why the award goes to, drumroll, goes to Legal Aliens for landing page. Okay, so best collaborative development. This is very good. You can mention this, of course, in your job interviews. All of the awards, you can always brag, just go ahead and just full on brag what you achieved, okay? So this is great. Then, okay, next award is also very interesting, I would say, okay? Because, who doesn't need the money, okay, for buying a nice home and so on. So the next award is actually the award for highest business potential. And well, again, there were, of course, several projects where the jury could see potential revenue streams and so on. But at the end of the day, it sort of was very convincing that there's a new, or not a new, but there's a very old, but a very interesting area where people spend money on, right? And so now we need the drum roll. So the award for the best, or for the highest business potential, okay, goes to Cuddly, okay? So big congrats, okay, for inventing a new kind of nose book, is how Matthias called it, okay? So you invented nose book. And this is, of course, very convincing because, during the pandemic, I think many people actually had, got new pets as well. And pets have always been humans' best friends and so on. But, the amount of money that people spend on their pets is also increasing for, doggies, pet doggies and so on, and food and all kinds of things, right? Clothing, in Sweden it gets cold. You're gonna wrap your pet in nice clothes. So we were very convinced that this could be a very good business opportunity. Yeah, but maybe just to remind everybody, like Carolee said earlier, don't assume that because your app did not win a certain award that it wasn't good in that category. We have several apps that were very good in several. So, Cuddly also has, I think, for me at least, I found the UI design very good and so on as well. So well done team. Now, next award is also cool. So that's the award for highest technical ambition. That's also sort of in the spirit of SDA, kind of to push the boundary of what you try to do technically, right? Because you're all learning new technologies, try to integrate them. So we were super happy that you really tried to, put a lot of different technologies in place and integrate them. So there was a high ambition in many projects. And but there was one project that the jury felt stood out, okay? So again, drum roll, the award for the highest technical ambition goes to Hiking Buddy, okay? So Hiking Buddy, it's actually an app I would also love to use myself, just to, you know, go on hiking trips here in Sweden. But it's also, why did the jury decide on this? Well, because you have, for example, like a chat functionality there, you have integration with maps. And so all of these things, they really demonstrate your technical ambition. So well done. Okay, so highest technical ambition, excellent job. Then next award is the award for the most disruptive idea, right? And before I say anything, I should a little explain what do we mean by it, disruptive, right? And disruptive means that, you know, does the app have the potential to really impact people's lives so that the lives are different from before, right? So for example, the iPhone has changed how we lead our daily lives, right? There's sort of the epoch before the iPhone and after, basically, or smartphones in general. And so, of course, in our project, we, you know, there was much more limited time. So don't compare yourself to the invention of the iPhone, but you know, just to give you an idea, like, is it really new and does it change how we can do things, right? And this is what was, I think, quite convincingly achieved, okay? And so drum roll, the award for most disruptive idea, okay, goes to the team with the name that's different from their app name. The team is called Debugzillas and the app is New Hive. Okay, so congrats, big congrats. Why is this new? Why is this disruptive? Well, so it's really interesting because the jury identified like several novel elements, right? So New Hive kind of, you know, is new. I mean, the jury was not aware of anything like that in Sweden, where you kind of, you know, are adapted to, let's say, more like minority groups. I mean, if you think of non-binary people and so on, but then you have also these concepts like mentorship, mentees, and so on. So this is really a very interesting way to organize a social network, right? So really novel, and, you know, I think could be really have very positive impact to the target audience. And so, yeah. So most disruptive idea, big congrats, nice, I would say very, yeah, really, really valuable ideas there. Good. And so now, well, we come to the last award, but certainly not least, which is why we were here today, actually, to see your presentations, right? So the award is for the best presentation. And I mean, I think, again, this was, again, an award which was hard to decide on because many of the presentations were really good, but there was one that really stood out, also for me personally. And that's, well, drum roll, right? Drum roll. So the award for best presentation, okay? Slow down, right? So like the best presentation goes to Munchbox, okay? So Munchbox, I mean, I just have to say, like, the slides were amazing, okay? Like the design, really nice, awesome, super well done. And also the demo was really good. I mean, every demo can have a hiccup, so, you know, that's feature of live demos, so not a problem at all. But yeah, so you really knew what you wanted to say, what you wanted to show and present, and so on. And yeah, it was really well done. So big congrats on the best presentation. Yeah, but of course, like I said before, just to repeat, all of your apps, they have like multiple very good qualities, right? So all we tried to do was to identify, okay, which, you know, for these different categories, which project kind of stood out in some special way. So yeah, so I hope everybody is happy with their awards, and yeah, big congrats again, and yeah, time to celebrate, I guess. So I hand the torch back to whom actually? Cici or?
I think this is going to help us with some practical details regarding the laptops and so on. But before that, I would like to say that I'm so happy. I'm so impressed by all the work you've done. It was, as you said, Philip, a really hard and tough job in the jury to decide upon those awards. You all did tremendous work with your different applications, and it's so rewarding being one in the team here, looking at what you have achieved during those quite intense and quite few weeks that you have been here at KDH. So thank you all for really good presentations, and I wish you really good luck in the future. So remember to have to keep close contact to Novare Potential so that they can work with you in order to find a job where you can continue to develop as developers.